For today's story time, we are with our friends from Habitat for Humanity. More about them later. But to start off, I thought we'd take some deep breaths. And to help us with that, I brought my breathing ball. The way this works, when I pull the ball out, we take a deep breath in. And then when I push the ball in, we let the breath out. Let's try it all together. Breathe in and out. Let's do it again. Breathe in and out. And then one last big breath. And out. Now we're ready to begin. Today we're here with Habitat for Humanity at one of the houses they're building. And with me is my friend Trevor. Trevor, can you tell us a little bit more about Habitat for Humanity?
Sure. Welcome to our site, Peter. So Habitat builds simple, decent, and affordable housing for low to moderate income families all throughout Jefferson and Oldham County. We partner with our families and help them achieve the dream of home ownership in a way that they would otherwise not be able to do that.
That sounds great. Now, I understand that the Library Foundation has something to do with the houses you build for Habitat for Humanity.
Absolutely. So the Friends of the Library partner with the Okolona Women's Club and provide a bookcase and age-appropriate books in every Habitat house with school-aged children.
That's awesome. And can you tell us how people can get involved with your organization?
Absolutely. Well, Habitat is driven by volunteers, and you can find out more information by going to LouisvilleHabitat.org.
Well, thank you so much for having us today, Trevor.
Thank you for being here.
Now, when Trevor and his friends from Habitat for Humanity build a house, they use a hammer. And we're going to use hammers in this song together. But our hammer, we're going to pretend our fist is a hammer. So it goes like this. You hit your hammer on your knee and it's carpenters work with one hammer, one hammer, one hammer. Carpenters work with one hammer, now they work with two. Use both your fists. Carpenters work with two hammers, two hammers, two hammers. Carpenters work with two hammers, now they work with three. Now we're going to add a foot. Carpenters work with three hammers, three hammers, three hammers. Carpenters work with three hammers, now they work with four. Now we're going to use both our fists and both our feet. Carpenters work with four hammers, four hammers, four hammers. Carpenters work with four hammers, now they work with five. What's left? We got our hands, we got our feet. I have to use our head as a hammer. Everybody ready? Carpenters work with five hammers, five hammers, five hammers. Carpenters work with five hammers. Now the job is done. Hey parents, today's literacy tip is about play. Play is one of the best ways that children can learn new words and grow their literacy skills. When a child plays and pretends that one object is another object, that helps them understand that words represent other things. For example, in our song, we used our fist as a hammer. So children understand that even though this isn't a hammer, it represents a hammer. The same way that the word hammer represents an actual hammer. Now we're ready for our first story. This story will tell us exactly how people like Trevor and Habitat for Humanity go about building a house. There's a lot involved. The title of the story is The Construction Crew. It's written by Lynn Meltzer. She wrote the words, and illustrated by Carrie Echo Burgess. She drew the pictures. Here we see all sorts of machinery. That's what's always fun about being near a construction site, all the great machinery you can see. The Construction Crew. This old building's ready to fall. What do we need? Wrecking ball. Dig now, build later. What do we need? Excavator. Piles of earth, push them over. What do we need? Bulldozer. Move that boulder, away we go. What do we need? A backhoe. Tons of dirt and lots of muck. What do we need? Dump truck. Pour the foundation, that'll fix her. What do we need? Cement mixer. Pound that nail, drive that screw. What do we need? Construction crew. Making holes sure takes skill. What do we need? Power drill. The roof is high, let's get there quicker. What do we need? Cherry picker. We'll use our hands if all else fails. What do we need? Hammer and nails. Make it flat, says a stroller. What do we need? Steamroller. Time to paint. Watch the spatter. What do we need? Extension ladder. New home, good luck. What do we need? Moving truck. New friends swapping favors. What do we need? Cheerful neighbors. On the wall, let's hang a poem. What does it say? Home, sweet home. And that's the story of the construction crew. Now we're going to do a fun rhyme together called One Little House. We're going to start with this one house. One little house, alone it stood. Another one was built. There grows the neighborhood. How many houses do we have now? 1, 2. 2 little houses together they stood. Another one was built. There grows the neighborhood. Let's count how many houses we have now. 1, 2, 3. 3 little houses, together they stood. Another one was built. There grows the neighborhood. Oh, how many houses do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little houses, together they stood. Another one was built. There grows the neighborhood. Let's count the houses now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little houses together they stood on a beautiful street in a happy neighborhood. Come visit us. Now we're going to do a fun guessing game. And for this game, we're going to go back to the houses from that rhyme we did earlier. But first, I want to talk about the colors. What colors are these houses? Yes, blue. And what color is this house? Red. And here we have yellow. This house is, that's right, green. And the final house is purple. And now I have a little mouse who's eating an apple. What I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, or at least turn your face away from the screen, and I'm going to hide this mouse in one of the houses. While you count to 5, I will hide the mouse. So please close your eyes and count slowly to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, what house do you think the mouse is hiding in? Could it be the blue house? Well, let's ask. I want everyone to say, little mouse, are you in the blue house? No, we'll have to make another guess. Maybe it's in the red house. Everyone together. Little mouse, are you in the red house? No. Maybe he's in the yellow house. Everyone together. Little mouse, are you in the yellow house? Yes, the little mouse was hiding in the yellow house. All right. You want to play it again? Close your eyes again, and I'm going to hide that mouse as you count slowly to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes now. I wonder where that mouse is hiding. Maybe he's in the greenhouse. Everyone shout. Little mouse, are you in the greenhouse? No. We haven't looked in the purple house yet. Let's try that. Little mouse, are you in the purple house? No. Where could that mouse be hiding? Maybe he's in the blue house. Let's try that one again. Little mouse, are you in the blue house? Yes, that's where that mouse is hiding. Wow, what a fun game. Our final book today is The House in the Night by Susan Marie Swanson. Pictures by Beth Cromis. The House in the Night is a winner of the Caldecott Award. That is an award given every year by librarians to the picture book with the best pictures. The House in the Night. Here is the key to the house. In the house burns a light. In that light rests a bed. On that bed waits a book. In that book flies a bird. See how the bird is flying in the sun? And that bird breathes a song. All about the starry dark. Through the dark glows the moon. On the moon's face shines the sun. Sun in the moon, moon in the dark. Dark in the song, song in the bird. Bird in the book, book on the bed. Bed in the light. Light in the house. Here is the key to the house. the house in the night. A home full of light. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's story time, and I want to thank Trevor and his friends from the Habitat for Humanity for hosting us today. We have one last activity to do before we go, and that's to listen to our chime. When we listen carefully to a single sound, that helps us to focus, and that's a good skill to learn. So how we do this is, I'm going to ring the bell. Before I ring the bell, I want you to close your eyes, or you can gaze softly at the floor. And when you can no longer hear the bell, I want you to raise your hand. All right? Is everyone ready? I'm going to close my eyes too. I want to thank you again for attending today's story time. See you next week.